Good morning, my little chicken pot pies. Yeah, it's like 3, a little after 3, I think. I've been awake, I don't know, for at least a half hour or so. Supposedly, this is the magic hour, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll go back to sleep. I wanted to talk about how wonderful our reader community is. I've said before how wonderful it is that we came together and developed this community during the pandemic, during the reign of 45, and we're still together, and we're still growing and looking out for each other and educating each other and supporting each other. And wow, what a blessing. What a blessing. It's so wonderful that we can communicate with each other, not so much directly. I mean, when people are doing a show together, that's them directly communicating with each other. But those of us that are in the chat or who make posts like this one I'm making, or who text or email, we're still communicating with each other one way or another. And I think that is so important. Social media, technology has enabled us to more readily find each other and connect with each other. I am in progress of moving, and I've been in the same place well over a decade, and I have a lot of stuff. Not so much, not really a collector of things, although I do love my books, and I do have shelves and shelves of books that I've been reading and keeping, well, pretty much all my life, because I still do have some of the books that I read and treasured as a child. Moving is a big deal for a lot of folks. There's so much involved in it. But I have a lot of stuff. People have given me things. That's a hard one. Like, especially if it's furniture, and especially if it came from somebody in the family, and, I've got it, and I'd like to pass it on to somebody, but, maybe nobody has room or whatever. I feel I have a certain level of guilt of, parting ways with, well, a fair amount of heavy stuff from family. And then I do have that fear that if I give away a bunch of stuff and then I'll need it and won't be able to get it. again, which, I really need to let that go. I need to let that go. But I think a lot of us have it, especially if you spend a long time in your early years not having access, not having the money, not having the resources. There's more than just a physical thing going on. It's actually letting go of not only material items, but stuff that goes with the material items. There's baggage, both literally and figuratively. It's a big undertaking. It's a lot of work. It's a lot to do, but I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to purge. It's a good thing to lighten your load. It's a good thing to share. And that makes me really super happy. Like, I know I have guilt about, giving away stuff that people have given to me or have passed down to me. But I can feel good about somebody else having these things, Seriously, because I have definitely been that person who needed a chair or needed, um, um, a garden shovel or pots and pans or whatever. So I do feel good about that. But even that's a process, finding people who want these things and then getting the stuff to them or them coming and getting whatever. There's just so much going on. And I have come to my community a couple of times over the last few weeks to get some support, which I have been readily given. There's been people in the chat, I will tell you, a week and a half or so ago, I was about to have an anxiety attack. I was right there, and I thought, and I got online, and there was a live going, and I wrote in the chat that I was staving off anxiety attack, and people in the chat walked me through it, and so did the person hosting the show. It was Gerald, and he gave me 5 things to look for in the room, and Maruta actually gave me a breathing pattern, and man, what a difference their support made. I felt much better afterwards. Isn't that lovely? I could go online and find a live program that's going on and interact with real human beings from all over the world, because our community is all over the world. And I could get real, genuine help. That just, is so incredible. I'm so appreciative of that. And I like to be the person who helps other people when they need it as well. And I've been able to do that too, in the chat or offline, if they need, extra time. And yeah, just last night too, I was able to get back on track with my, you know, moving induced anxiety attacks through people in the chat and through the readers that were hosting a show. So that's so lovely. I'm just incredibly appreciative of our community. Then, I'm going to take a little break tonight. Well, it's not like I haven't been taking breaks, because I have to, because physical pain. But anyway, I'm going to take a fun break tonight, and I'm going to be online with Heather from Indigo Jaguar and Allison from Aries Girl. And we're going to dress up for Halloween and do some readings and share some love with the peeps. So, and that's at 5 Pacific tonight. Oh, I hope I can go back to sleep for at least a little bit. All right. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.